Ayo, welcome back. Today we have another episode of ILATWIRC. In this episode, Pretty Hair is not wearing his Rogue Company t-shirt, and there are some changes to Trench and Sigrid. Sigrid has been seeing a lot of changes recently, and she's getting another buff, and Trench is getting a buff nerf. As always, if you have any questions about this video or anything else Rogue Company related, then come join me in my Twitch chat. The link for that is in the description down below. I'm actually hosting a 2v2 Wingman tournament today, probably by the time this video goes up. So if you're a subscriber watching on the day of release, then head over to my Twitch because I might be casting it right now. Of course, if you are enjoying the video, give us a like as well. Cool. So let's see what Pretty Hair's been up to this week.
Welcome back to This Week in Rogue Company. I'm your host, Pretty Hair, and this week we'll be talking about some changes we're testing internally to Trench and Sigrid. It's no secret at this point that Trench is not exactly a fan favorite rogue to play.
Yo, poor Trench, man. Poor guy.
We think a big part of this is his lack of lethal gadgets. However, his passive immediately giving him 2 charges of all purchased gadgets makes it difficult for us to just throw some type of grenade on him and call it a day. We want to experiment by bringing the trip mine back in place of tear gas on Trench.
Trench losing tear gas and gaining trip mines. That is a very interesting move because yeah, it's true. Not many people like to play Trench, and when they do play Trench, I feel like it's mostly filling a gap or because the team told them to. So it's tough for Rogue Company. You cannot take away his trophies, so the only thing left really is the gas. Personally, I think the gas grenades are good. I enjoyed using them on Trench as well, but I have been very much looking forward to seeing the trip mines back in the game. Trip mines made for some of the funniest final kills possible. When someone's just wiped your team, they're running to defuse the bomb and they run into a trip mine. Absolute comedy gold. But also, yeah, I mean, they provided a tactical advantage and they do very much fit Trench's kit. Personally, I don't think Trench needed this update. I think Trench is fine how he was. And I think competitive tournament play and high-end ranked, generally Trench does get seen a lot. So I'll be interested to see how those levels adapt to Trench with trip mines. But yeah, these comedy gold moments with the trip mines are 100% going to help him be more universally loved. By your team anyway, probably not by the enemy team. Now in the video, it quite clearly said that he was going to get 3 trip mines. I think something that might have been quite good would be to maybe give him 1 instead of 2. His passive then boost it to 2. And then the upgrades would have been something like decrease the visibility of the laser trip things and increase explosive radius. Something like that. So we'll see how that goes. Trench mains, let me know in the comments. Do you prefer gas? Do you prefer trip mines? Also, just as a side note, they've got little timers now up the top to tell you how long it's going to take you to respawn in modes like Strikeout. This was in the last PTS, but pretty cool.
As far as Sigrid goes, we're happy with the direction she's headed after our initial changes, and we think the next change may just be the cherry on top. We're experimenting internally with melee attacks no longer damaging Sigrid through her shield. If a Sigrid player gets into melee range during the limited duration of her shield ability, we want to reward that.
I think it is possible that Sigrid becomes a little OP. It's already pretty hard to shoot her feet when she's crouch walking at you. And if your team is competent, then they can cover over the top of you anyway. So we'll see. Sigrid's playstyle is meant to be really annoying though. And right now she does seem kinda bad, but we'll see. I really don't know with Sigrid. I will say this is gonna make her toughen up perk when she takes less melee damage. It's gonna make that pretty useless. I thought the entire point of that was because you can get melee through your shield. That is a weakness of Sigrid's, so we want to dampen that so that if she does get in close and she's able to melee someone with the shield, then she's got a big advantage in damage. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe it'll be fine. Also, as a weird byproduct of Trench's gases being removed, Sigrid's passive is kind of getting a nerf now. It can stop her being slowed by Trench's barbed wire. It can stop her being slowed by Vi's gas. She moves faster whilst crouched. Cool, that's still good. But with Vi being the only character in the game now with gas, that makes her passive a little less useful. But we'll see how this plays out. Overall, this is definitely a Sigrid buff, even with her passive being slightly less useful. And I just know for a fact, the first time I try and melee Sigrid through her shield, it's not going to be a good time. But that is it for this week's episode of ILATWIRC. If you want to stay up to date with the Rogue Company news, then do subscribe. I release one of these videos every week, as well as one every week where we look at the Rogue Company Reddit and just check out some memes and some news there. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Big poggies, and I will see you in the next one.